Staking and watering method uses wood stakes, bamboo stakes, or live stakes combined with bamboo strips and netting to interlace into barrier to trap eroded soil. Staking and watering is a method that uses strips along contour lines to prevent soil erosion. It is generally used in areas like of having severe erosion, steep slopes, or having difficulty in vegetation. After installation, this method can retain eroded soil and gradually build up terraces that help improve slope conditions. The space behind watering naturally collects sediment. It can also be backfilled with soil, then sowed to accelerate vegetation growth. The construction materials are generally taken on site. Dried wood branches produced after thinning and pruning can be processed and reused. Because bamboo strips and wooden stakes are easily decomposed, especially when exposed to sunlight and rain. Therefore, some of the stakes can be replaced by live stakes. These live growing stakes can naturally provide stability to the slope. In order to avoid soil loss from between the gaps in watering, materials such as shade netting or non-woven fabrics can be placed behind the watering to increase sediment trapping efficiency. There are 8 stages in the construction. First, observe the terrain. Understand the terrain and the characteristics of the slope environment. Staking and watering should be in accordance with the terrain and follow along the contour lines. Second, determine the construction site based on terrain survey result, spacing of the stakes, interval between staking and watering, and height of stake protruding above ground surface should be planned, as well as estimating the quantity of the materials used. Stake spacing should be within 30 to 100 cm, depending upon the strength of stake material. The thicker the stake material, the wider the spacing between stakes and vice versa. The interval of 1 to 3 meters should be used between staking and watering, depending upon the attributes of slope and the soil. If the slope is less steep, then the interval can be wider. If the soil is highly erodible, then the interval should be closer together. 2/3 of the stake length should be driven into the ground while leaving 30 to 40 cm protruding above the ground surface to hold the watering. The third step is to clear the slope. Prior to the construction, weeds, bushes, unstable rocks, and debris should be cleared. A shallow ditch shall be dug along the staking line. Fourth, prepare the materials. Collect the stakes and watering materials. Tip of the insertion end shall be sharpened so as to make driving stakes into the ground easily. Bamboo strips should be joined together to make the watering material. The fifth stage is to secure the stakes. Drive stakes into the ground with a hammer while paying attention to the entrance angle. The entrance angle approximately divides the angle formed by the line normal to the ground surface and the line of horizon equally. Sixth, arrange the watering and lining. Bamboo strips should be interlaced between stakes gradually from the ground surface up towards the top. Shading net or non-woven cloth shall be fixed to the backside of the watering as a lining to help retain sediment. Seventh, backfill soil at the foundation. Backfill the previously excavated ditch. The bottom layer of bamboo strips and shading nets should be covered up together as well. Backfill the wattle using earth bags or soil dressing, can also to deploy it later to form terrace. The eighth stage is to vegetate the slope. Grass seeds should be sowed between waterings. Earth bags can also be added behind the waterings to assist vegetation growth. Staking and watering method is simply to apply, and the materials should be easily obtained locally. The purpose of the method is to retain eroded soil and to control the erosion. It is a soil and water conservation method that offers the effective immediately.